make it 10. Maybe we should make it 10.
No, you gotta pick 5.
Good movies.
Then you'd be like, maybe we should make it 15.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I think 10.
Check.
You don't have to sit there and think on all 10 of them.
10.
You just gotta think of 5. The 5 that you didn't want, that you tore up about. Now you can include them. Now you can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put that down.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet is so far down. From my soul. Man, I used to jam that. You remember that when I was like heavy into it?
Yeah,
I do remember.
You and like James Berg were really big into Creed. I don't know if James Berg was, but
No, he would play guitar while I played drums at my dad's church.
but it seemed like he was because y'all always played Creed, and I was like, "What's? You know, there's better bands out there, right?"
No, there wasn't.
Scott Stapp is my hero.
Until he started being an idiot. And then they went to, what was the other band?
Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that still around?
I think so. Their guitarist, I forget his name, but he's actually like a really good guitarist.
Joe Biden?
Yeah, Joe Biden. He's actually a really good guitarist. Terrible president candidate, but
He's a liar, but man, he could play the guitar.
he's retarded. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to get into how stupid he is.
He told some on a interview. This, I don't know if he's a rapper or what, but this black guy, he's like, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? That is the dumbest thing I've ever. How can you rationalize that in your head? Vote for me or you're not black.
There's a guy that I watch his channel. It's called Zeducation, and he does like once a month he'll have like top 10 like Joe Biden gaffes, like where he just like totally just puts his foot in his mouth, or he just doesn't know what in the world he's talking about.
He's kissing little kids. Have you seen all that?
Yeah, he's such
what is this?
So weird. He's so weird.
I'm someone's grandpa. It's fine.
What people don't understand is like back in the day, like when one of the first times he was running for president and everything, like all of his speeches, or most of his speeches, I don't want to say all, but a lot of his speeches, he copied like verbatim from like other people, like word for word.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh, I forgot to give them credit." It's like, no, you didn't forget to give them credit.
You're trying to get away with it.
You're just an idiot, man.
That's that whole side. Not to get all political, but man,
yeah,
it's white people using Black Lives Matter to fund their agenda.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't make any sense. It's
just like, oh, why are y'all eating this up?
It makes me so proud when I see like black people talk about how stupid that stuff is. Like, we know Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
Okay, but the agenda of the organization is.
Yep. Yeah, the organization itself is. It's about they're spreading. They're just spreading lies.
Yep, and hate.
Yep.
And
division and resegregation.
I'm glad I taught that college class. That's hold on. You have your 10 yet?
Yeah, I got my 10.
You're lying.
I just wrote the last one down. 10. Shh.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the Bearded Cactus. I'm Steven.
And I'm Julian.
Today, we are talking about we like doing top fives.
We do.
Today, we're knocking it out of the park.
We're doing double.
Top 10.
Top 10 fingers. However many you got on your hands.
Of our movies that we liked from back in the day.
Back in the day.
It was really hard to get 5, and I had a lot more that I wanted to write down. And he was like, let's just do 10.
Let's just do 10.
Like,
I was having trouble, too, because it was like, oh, but do I like that movie more than this one?
Yeah.
Because I really like this movie, too, so I don't know.
And these are in no particular order. There's just what came to our head
No.
in the order that it came in and how it scrolled up on the internet.
Yeah.
Because I had to look because there's so many that I needed to remember.
Oh, yeah?
To be able to put them on there, yeah.
I've got, well, I guess, and then at the end, we're going to see which character if we could be one of these people in real life, any character out of these movies in real life, like which one would we be, who would we be, and why would we be, or what would we be? You know,
Man, I think I
Maybe-
changed my answer.
maybe the character's a goat.
Can I
don't
put a
know.
star by each one of them?
I want to be each one person from each of these movies.
What's your number one?
All right. Well, the first one I wrote down was The Great Outdoors. Did you ever see that?
We talked about that before.
Did we?
I seen it
Yeah.
a while ago, but I hadn't seen it
Okay.
in years.
With John Candy, John Candy,
Young Candy.
John Candy, and Dan Aykroyd. That's just, I don't know. I really love that movie. It's just always stuck with me my whole life. I think it's funny about, you got a family going out in the woods trying to go out and do their thing in the great outdoors, trying to go camping and stuff, and his brother comes tagging along and kind of ruins it because he's kind of a moocher.
No, which one? What character plays what? Or what actor plays what?
Yeah, John Candy. He plays like the brother with like his family, like wanting to go out and just spend time, and then his other brother Dan Aykroyd shows up, and he's really just baiting him the whole time. He makes him think that like he's doing good and life is great and he's making all this money when he's really broke and he needs his brother's help, and that kind of happens like towards the end of the movie where he's like,
kind of
hey.
comes clean.
Yeah. So
I like John Candy. Is he on any of your other lists? Uncle Buck,
I don't think. Oh, I love Uncle
Canadian
Buck.
Bacon.
Yeah,
He
I
was
love
just
Uncle Buck.
He was like, did he die of drug overdose?
No, I think he just died because he was overweight or something.
No, he was like a classic actor.
I
Like
love
he
John
was good
Candy.
in every single thing that he played. He was just good.
He did one movie. Something. I think it's just called Harry Crumb, or it's something
Harry Crumb. Yeah,
something like that. But he was like a detective or a PI or something like
Yeah.
that. But he was. I love that movie. It was pretty funny.
I think it was Canadian
enjoyed that
Bacon
one.
where he was running through a crowd, or somebody was, and he was hitting a bunch of people, and they were like, "Oh, the people that were getting hit,
Yeah.
were like, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's really funny. That's hilarious."
Oh man, he died before his time. I wish he didn't die.
Yeah,
I think he would have been.
because he was the same age as Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah,
Like they're all just now getting older, so
Right,
he died
right.
young.
yeah,
And the older I get, the younger those kind of people are,
right.
which is weird.
Yeah, age. It's weird how that happens.
Yeah, it comes for us all.
What do you got?
This probably would be in my top, but
Okay.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah. Okay.
Did
Yeah.
that make your list?
No, it didn't make
Oh,
my
did it?
list, but I was like, I really like that movie.
He is another one.
Yeah,
Chris Farley
Chris
is
Farley.
like a classic. He
Yeah.
died before his time,
He sure did.
and like just everything he did was
Yeah.
energetic for probably more reasons than we knew at the time. But very good. Just whatever
Yeah.
he did, he was like on top of it.
Yeah.
What every character he played. Now a lot of them were kind of the same character. They're
Right.
dumb or
Right.
very over the top, but
Yeah.
he's kind of like Jim Carrey in that way.
Yeah.
That just kind of it fit him very well.
Right.
Like I don't know. I'm assuming he got his start on Saturday Night Live, didn't he?
I'm thinking.
Because I think Dan Aykroyd and all them did too.
Yeah.
And so it's just fat guy in a little coat. He's all flopping around. It's like he was overweight, but he just he had
owned
fun.
it. He was like, yeah. I think so.
Which really everything's amazing when you're on cocaine. So
I love this. I love this
I'm
life
having
right
so much
now.
fun.
This is great. This is the best time of my life.
and what I don't understand is like how can he stay overweight if he was on cocaine?
Maybe he was just eating a lot too. He was
Eating
just,
away his shame of cocaine
yeah,
addiction.
Just not really,
Well.
not being in shape. It was just like I'm gonna just just indulge in
And
everything.
he moved around so much, you would think he would be. Now he may just been. Some people,
He
their
just may have been
genetics.
just like a big guy.
Yeah.
You know, some people were like that. I mean, they're just. I mean, yeah, they look fat, but if you I guess look at them,
if you go poking,
yeah,
poke
they're
the
like,
bear.
oh, you're actually pretty fit, So there's some people. I mean, take people like in the NFL, they be like 300 something pounds, but they're like solid and they're
Yeah.
big. They might not be all ripped up or whatever. And it's like people that do like strongman and stuff too.
Yeah,
So
just thicker people.
yeah, just thick, just big guys. So.
And he might have also liked alcohol.
He might, yeah.
That will
I'm sure he did.
that will make a beer belly appear.
I've
no matter how
heard
fit you
several
are.
stories, so I'm sure he did enjoy the alcohol among the ladies and
Yeah.
the drugs. So
Did all kinds of good kinds of go
all
together.
kinds of goes together.
You know, like a daddy used to say. I don't know. I didn't have
Like my daddy used to say, White Rapids in the morning.
You know.
Which brings me to my number 2. Although Beverly Hills Ninja didn't make my list, one of his other movies did.
Which one was it?
Almost Heroes.
Oh, see, now that was another one too that I don't really know that well.
Oh, you gotta check that one out, man.
Was that the one you mentioned before?
I have
Another
mentioned
episode.
that before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
You gotta check that one out. That's
Almost Heroes.
Almost Heroes.
Is that your recommendation?
Yeah, that's ja. But yeah, no, that's a funny one.
What is that one about? Now that's more pioneer.
Yeah, they're like explorers, kind of like Lois and Clark and stuff.
Yeah.
They're trying to do something like that.
I kind of remember it, but it's been years ago that I can't say.
It's really good.
I don't know anything about it.
It's just really funny. It's got a lot of quotable lines and everything in there. Like I just said, like White Rapids in the morning.
That's what that's
it's
from.
Just there. Yeah. It's just some guys like White Rapids in the morning.
You know.
He's like, yeah, go on. He's like, that's it. It's good, man. There's a couple of characters on there for sure.
Who else? Is anybody else famous in it?
Yeah. His name always goes out of my mind.
Well, do you know what else he's in?
Chandler from Friends. He's in the movie with Selma Hayek, Fools Rush In.
Yeah, Fools Rush In.
I don't know why I can't think of his name
Ross.
right now. No, not Ross. Not him. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I was thinking Ross.
Yeah.
I saw a thing earlier.
He's in it.
Ross is on my brain.
Eugene Levy.
Is that his name? Oh.
He's got the big eyebrows. He's the dad off of American Pie.
Oh, okay. He was also in Medea, Witness Protection.
I haven't seen that one.
He was the one that needed witness protection, and they put him with Medea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. That's all that I know.
It's probably the main top characters.
Yeah.
My other one. We got 9 more to go. All right. Karate Kid.
Ooh.
Did that make your list?
It didn't make my list.
Really?
I like it. I like the movie.
That's what led up to Ninja Turtles.
See, that's not it. What are you doing?
Is that on your list?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It is. I know it is.
There's no way it's on my list. It's not on my list.
Did you get that from the concert we went to? Is LA Dying?
Concert John Mark and I went to.
Oh.
We've never seen them together.
Who did we go?
Which time?
The last time when Kill Switch was there.
Oh yeah, Kill Switch.
Yeah, but the other one that
Memphis Mayfire.
Memphis Mayfire. That's what it was.
That's the other band that we saw.
All right, so Karate Kid, obviously
Karate Kid.
a classic from the start.
It is.
That guy really didn't have much of a career after those.
No.
But hey, he may not have to. My question is, what happens to the memory or the pride of someone who has a movie redone after he's did it? Just because it's Will Smith's kid.
You know what? I don't think it would to me, it wouldn't hurt me. Because I would be like, I'm the original. Yeah. And everybody's going to remember this.
I think I like the original better.
Everybody's going to remember my movie. I was the first one that did it. Yeah. I was the first one that made it what it was. So it's lasted, 30 years or whatever before they made a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to have to go. That movie's going to have to stand the test of time.
Do you think there's a grace period of how long they wait to remake? Because how long was it for a certain other movie? I got to say it. For Jumanji. Before they remade it. That was about the same amount of time, you think?
When did they make Jumanji? In the late 90s or 94, 95? Somewhere around in there, probably?
Yeah, I think it was like mid-90s, something like that.
So yeah, they probably waited close to 20 years before they made it.
I wonder if there's like a set rule, that they go by and abide by.
I don't know. I don't think there's a set rule. I think there might be, but I don't think there is. I think there's just...
Because if you think about it, none of the other remakes, they don't do it, 10 years.
Yeah.
They usually wait maybe at least 20.
They wait a long time. So it's probably something like that.
I wonder if they're ever going to do Back to the Future. Oh, did I?
You didn't even put it on there.
What's wrong with me?
We could have made like a 20, a top 20,
that's
man. We really could. So, but
I wonder though if they're ever going to make a Back to the Future again.
I don't know.
Christopher Lloyd's still alive.
Yeah,
he could play.
It'd have to be pretty soon.
That's true.
I'm not saying he's gonna die tomorrow because I guess we could all die tomorrow. But
I want to know how
closer
old
to death
he was
than we are.
in Back to the Future with his white hair.
He looked old then.
Yeah, like man, because what was he in? Recent, and he played a part. What was it?
He was on Saturday Night Live too.
Was he?
I think so. I think so. Maybe
It was something, and he.
I know he's on Taxi.
I don't remember, but he's still doing his thing, and he looks the same.
Yeah.
I wonder if he did that to his hair first so he could beat age, because people try to do reverse. They try to dye it after they start getting gray. What if he dyed it white first?
Oh, wow.
And
That's
then he never
interesting.
looks that much older.
It's just like you've had white hair ever since you were 23.
He was a genius before he made that movie. That's why they put him for that role. You didn't do your number 3, did you?
I did not. Did I? No. Oh, did I do a number 2? What's my number? Oh yeah, Almost Heroes.
Yeah.
Number 3. That's gonna be The Lost Boys.
The vampire stuff, right? Now the
Yeah.
remake or the old one?
No, the first one.
Have you seen the remake?
They made a remake?
Yeah.
Nope.
Or I think it was a continuation because Freddy or what's his name? The vampire hunter?
Yeah.
Is it Freddy?
I don't know. I don't remember the names.
No.
Right off the top of my head.
I think
it was so influential on my life.
he comes back in the movie, and I don't think it's a remake. It may be a
It
continuation.
might be, yeah.
He comes back
Probably
as the
what it is.
vampire hunter and fights them once again or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about the older brother?
Yeah, they end up surviving and all that stuff. And
Okay.
he comes back to fight them again.
All right.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Like if you ever watched the old Flash TV show,
Yeah.
okay, in the new Flash TV show,
Yeah.
the guy who plays his dad is the original Flash.
Ah, okay.
And they actually at the very end of this last season, they put him in and they did little flashbacks from his when he was young.
Yeah.
Because he gave up his life to save everybody, and he was
okay.
running and vanished in the thin air. And,
Right.
And so they kind of, but it was kind of the same thing with that movie.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like Lost Boys though. It's like
I like vampire stuff.
it's got that like darkness to it,
Yeah.
but it's like cool and like the vampires were cool. Yeah, not Keanu Reeves, Kiefer Sutherland. I'm a vampire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, man.
So, but yeah, Kiefer Sutherland, he had that cool mullet going on. I always dig a mullet.
Do you?
Yeah, mullets are cool. I think it's a cool hairstyle.
Vampire thing has always intrigued me.
Yeah.
Like the movie Underworld. Have you ever seen any of those?
Yep.
My next one is Black Sheep.
Ooh.
Is that on your list?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
How are we getting so many not on the same list? But we're talking about the
We're
same
talking about the
characters.
same people, man. Same people.
Is Black Sheep the one where they run out of the car acting like Bees was on them and the cop was like, nope. Is that Black Sheep?
No.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Which one is it?
It's Tommy Boy.
Are you sure?
Yes. Man.
I mean, I still like Black Sheep, but for some reason, that's
Black
one thing.
Sheep is
It's the same guys.
the same guys.
So technically that counts.
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It reminded me of that. That's what I remembered.
Yeah.
And I thought it was that movie.
Yeah, it's not. It's not, though.
Just like I failed my test.
Yep. You're never going to be anybody, Steven.
Doing great at life this
Why
week.
don't you just fail and quit? That's what you're good at. You failed your test. You quit drugs. You just don't know how to keep
Quit
things
smoking.
going. What a quitter!
Just life would be
this
simple.
guy.
Whatever. What's your next one?
So, which one is it, Tommy Boy or Black Sheep? Which one do you like?
Both of them.
Both
But
of 'em?
I wrote down Black Sheep. So Tommy Boy's the one where he's supposed to take over the company for his dad, isn't
Yes.
it? Dang it.
Yes.
That's the one I meant to write down. For my notes later, I'll write it
Yeah,
down.
that's the one where they run out of the car and everything.
Boy.
Bees! Yeah, because
The
they got
car's
that,
all broke down
They got
and
that
half
beat
done,
up car. Yeah, man.
Cop's like, I'm allergic to bees. Oh, I'm not doing it. I still never tried that, though.
Because he was like, John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock.
Is that on your list? Is Tommy Boy on your list?
No, it's not.
Really?
It's not, but I love it. I love that movie, man. I love that movie. It's a good movie. I mean, it's not on your list either.
It is now. I wrote it on there. I wrote something on there. Tony Bomb.
Johnny Bomb. It's Johnny Bomb.
Whatever. What's yours?
All right, my next one's it's Ninja Turtles.
Is it?
Yeah, the 1990s Ninja Turtles.
Are you just categorizing or grouping them all together in one? Like all the movies, or was there a specific one that you really liked?
The first one, of course. I mean, that's my favorite one, man. I love that movie.
I like the first one. I also thought it was cool, unique, even though it was time travel. But the
third one,
the one with they go to Japan. Is that the worst one to you?
That's the worst one to everybody, I think.
Who?
Just
not the Japanese.
I don't know, Tommy Sheep.
Moving on. My next one is Jumanji, the old one, but the new one's actually really funny too.
I haven't seen any of the new ones. I've wanted to, but I just
second one we didn't
check it out.
We looked it up and it says GD, so we don't watch movies that do say GD.
Right.
Which means we can't watch it.
You say it like it's her decision.
No, it's our decision, but it knocks me out of a lot of movies.
It does. It really does.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Like if there's something on TV, or no, it was or was it a news thing? They bleep out a-hole. Mm-hmm. And they bleep out either the A word or hole. I don't know which one. Yeah. But they'll say GD.
Yeah.
And not bleep it out. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I was watching comedians in coffee and comedians in cars or something like that.
Oh yeah.
With
Jerry
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Really funny. And then one of the guys came on. I think it was either Chris Rock or not Chris Brown. That's an R&B guy.
That's the wrong guy. I don't think he's a comedian. Maybe he is with like his friends. Chris Brown, you're the funniest guy I know.
I know, man. And they bleeped out the A word and all, and then he said GD and they didn't bleep it out. And I'm like, are you shooting me?
Yeah.
Are you bleeping me? It just made me mad. It's like, I guess I can't expect people who don't know God to have the same standards as me.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
But it's weird. It's just weird that they would bleep out all that. But when they know that that's equally as offensive, if not more, to some people, why would they continue to keep that? But the other stuff, they'll just
well, see the thing, like
cover that up.
I have a page for my online store, okay, ETX Apparel, and I boost an advertisement on Facebook. It's really good about getting sales.
Yeah,
and I put on there my mullet time hat.
Yeah.
Any other shirts or whatever, and I boost them.
Yeah.
$5, $10, $20, whatever. If it's a really hot item, I'll even go up to $100 because it brings return.
Yeah.
100-fold. And I had a Trump hat that I was wearing last episode that I put on there from my Etsy store, and they would not let me boost that post. That shows you who controls social media.
I mean, well, sure, yeah. Mark Zuckerberg and all of them, I mean, they're super far left. That's why you see certain stuff on YouTube and Facebook, like you just said, it all gets like either blocked or demonetized, or the video will get taken down, or you can't post anything for 72 hours or however long. Yep. And it's just like,
they're just controlling the narrative of what's going on.
So much for freedom of speech, in which I guess you can say whatever you want. You just can't say whatever you want on their platform. So,
which is pretty much not being able to say what.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
they're taking.
So you've got to either come up with something new and hope that it catches on and is just as big or whatever, or I don't know. You got to hope somebody else comes up with something, or just.
It's just so one-sided because they'll let anybody else say whatever they want that could be false or not false, but as soon as you say something that it is not what they like.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like my post on, what was it? Instagram.
Yeah.
They
Which
said,
one?
Our fact checker, blah, blah, blah. And it covered it up and put, this post is not 100% accurate.
You talking about that COVID-19 one way back? Yeah. And
all I said was, I hope this isn't true.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying, here's some facts, guys. But they blocked it, and people were messaging me saying, hey, your post got... I'm like, what are you talking about? I looked, and you can still click it past it. But it's like they want you to do this first. And that reminded me of Parks and Recreation when they were trying to vote.
Oh,
and it was like, beep, are you sure you want to vote for her? And then beep, like a... Wah, like a crying baby, like a distressing noise, and you're like,
yeah,
this is so stupid.
Uh-huh.
Like,
No, I know.
Aggravates me.
Well, I know. Like there was I forgot who there were. No, I don't. There's Apologia Studios, and so which they're Christian based, and they were putting out stuff. But they were even when they were filming like some of their stuff, they wouldn't use certain key words because like the algorithm searches for those words within like those videos, and it'll block them that way too. Like,
my goodness.
So it's really weird. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's one sided. I mean, you can clearly
100%.
Yeah.
Here we're gonna have this platform where you can post whatever you want that we allow.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's kind of bogus.
Yeah, I said Jumanji. What's your next one?
Got all heavy.
Sorry, it ticks me off.
It
makes me so upset.
I know.
It's so one-sided.
It really is. Ghostbusters.
Well, that's a good one. I'm assuming the original.
Yeah.
Not the one with all the women.
No, that one's
Sexist.
a flop.
Sexist.
I'll be sexist if that means that the movie's going to be terrible. That's fine. That's fine. Even people that are like, "Oh, I love, whatever." The movie's just terrible. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
They had some of them come back, didn't they? Like as a
like a cameo, like a couple of them. Yeah.
Wasn't it the black guy? Wasn't the black woman was supposed to be his niece or something like that?
All the characters. It's basically a remake, but they're saying it's like a reboot. But it's like it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't. It's like, oh, so all these women are playing the same characters that the other guys played because they're all like matched up and they're all the same. So it's like, so is it a remake or reboot? What is it? Y'all aren't making any sense because you're saying that that New York City already got saved by these people before, and somehow you're the same people. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what do you mean?
It's a time loop, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It just doesn't make any sense. But there was supposed to there's supposed to a newer one. It was supposed to come out pretty soon, but since all the theaters are closed, it's called Ghostbusters Afterlife. So I think it was like years later or something like that. After all that, I don't remember like the plot.
With the original?
I think some of them might make some like appearances, if not all of them. I think one or two of them might be dead. One of them is dead, I think, because Bill Murray's still alive, black guy's still alive.
Yeah,
and
the skinny big nose with the glasses.
Yeah, Egon. He died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember why. I can't think of his
sad.
name. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was supposed to come out with that one. I'm sure it'll still come out with like, I don't know, some weird thing, like on Prime or something where you couldn't rent it or own it, but it's not coming out in the theaters, that's for sure.
Yeah, theaters shut down. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I know. I miss going to the movies. That was like one of my favorite things to do.
We had a kind of a group of guys from the church we were at that would, like maybe once a month or something like that, would just go and watch a movie together.
Oh, yeah. See, there for a while, the theater there in Palestine, they were, I think once a month, they were coming out with like they were doing like throwbacks where they were showed like old movies like in the theaters, and we were going, Kelly and I, we would go and watch like the Harry Potter movies because they were showing those, they were releasing those, and they were gonna, I guess, release them once a month or something like that, and we were going to watch those, but then everything shut down, so we didn't get to go watch it. They were finishing it up.
They were letting people around here kind of rent out the theater.
Oh, really?
For private, like, and then you pay for the ticket, and then whoever you want can come in there and watch it. But now I don't know if that's new movies or if they were doing old stuff. I'm not really sure on that.
That would be pretty cool.
My next one is somebody who annoys my wife terribly, and that's the main reason I love this guy. Liar, Liar.
Oh, yeah, I thought of that one.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Jim Carrey's just all around funny to me.
Yeah.
Like Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Yep.
I really thought he would be more of a good fighter, like the alternate him. But he would just like disappear and he would get hit in the face, stuff like that. He would try to be all tough, like do the dance in slow motion. And then pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a funny movie. Not condoning anything that happened in that movie.
No.
But
not condoning any lying. happening.
But
within that.
I was thinking more than me, myself, and Irene.
Oh.
Where he had that. He's like, well, why? What is this? She's like, that's for you. Yeah. Sick.
Oh, man.
Some of these movies are also movies that I saw on TV.
Yeah.
Which were bleeped out and cut. And not until years later did I see the actual version. And probably some of these, I don't even know if I've seen the full version.
Right.
But just putting that out there. Don't start throwing stones because I'm not sure if they have bad parts all the way.
Yeah. And some of this stuff we saw when we were younger and everything.
Yeah, and I can't be held responsible for what I've done.
Yeah.
As far as what I've watched.
Yeah. The Verve.
And if I held to extreme standards, my list would be like 2.
Like Passion of the Christ and
even Disney movies would be out because of the undertones. No SpongeBob.
Yeah.
For sure. Pervert.
Okay. So speaking of which, we're gonna since you brought one up, I'm gonna throw one back at you. Dumb and Dumber.
I knew that'd make your list. I was gonna put it on mine, but there's other ones I knew you would cover.
Yeah. Like he's got that one. Yeah, I love that movie. Always have.
He can literally quote that movie.
Yeah, I think I still can. I'm pretty sure I still can. Yeah. We'll do it one day.
We've mentioned Nikki before. Him and Nikki would sit there and the entire movie go back and forth and quoting it.
While everybody else just kind of gave us that glare like, I wish I would shut up. We're trying to watch the movie.
It was impressive the first time, but the third and fourth time, it was...
Still impressive.
/ annoying.
It was kind of like, well, why haven't y'all memorized it yet?
Why don't y'all go do this out in the woods somewhere? Mine, next one now, like I said, these are movies that I would not watch now.
Right.
But Austin Powers, he made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, baby.
Just how awesome he
was such a good, you know,
so confident,
even.
and Myers is he's good. Like love guru.
Yeah, I love the part where she's like talking about teeth and everything, and he's all like trying to cover up his. He's like, what are you talking about?
Or somebody, was it that one that had a mole, or was that Love Guru?
No. That was Austin Powers, but it was like the second or third one, or something. Mole. Guacamole.
Yeah, it's funny when he gets caught in the driving that little cart thing in the back and forth, over and over again.
When the guy. The guy on the they're on that roller. He's like, stop! It just pans out. They're so far away. He's like, move out of the way! No! Stop!
Like, wow.
Yeah, and because Will Ferrell was in that one too, and he played that guy. He played that guy. He get hurt. And he was like, I'm very badly burned. If someone could come down here and help me, that would be great.
Yeah.
The guy shows up and he's like, oh, you're here to help me. He just, you just hear the gunshots.
Oh, and he's still alive.
Oh, you shot me. You shot me right in the leg.
And then, was it laser sharks or something like that?
Yeah.
Or no, was it piranhas?
They were sharks. They were sharks that had like lasers on their heads.
How hard is it to get a freaking laser?
Oh.
They had so many good characters on that. And the hairless cat.
Yeah.
The mini-me.
Oh, yeah.
Which was also in Love Guru with him.
Oh, yeah. Vern.
Yeah.
That's his name. I know that's his first name. I don't know what his last name is. Vern. I think he died.
I think I did see something about that a while
I don't remember
ago.
when. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
We just keeps coming back full circle. Talladega Nights. I love it. I love Ricky Bobby, man. That's a good one.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a Spider-Man. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Anarchy. I don't know what it means, but I like it.
You're throwing his grandpa's war medals down in the.
We've been throwing grandpa's old war medals down in the creek or off the bridge.
And then he's talking to him. He's talking to him. It's like, hey, man, there's some weird noises in your house.
You're in my house.
I'm still mad at you.
Why am I on the phone with you?
All right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, see you later.
All right. No.
They have a good back and forth, which is, I'm sure, why they did, Step Brothers.
Yeah.
What else did they do? Did they do any more together?
They did one more. They did, it was like, it was supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch that one either, but it probably wasn't appropriate.
Probably
None of their movies usually were.
No, Step Brothers was pretty funny too, though.
They're, yeah. I was at a house the other day, and it was just like 6,000 square foot house, and there's this. Yeah. I don't think he was a teenager. I think he was like right above like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And he was watching it up in their little theater room.
Yeah.
And I had said something about it, and he was like, oh, yeah. It was like immediate connection. Like, oh, man, you know this movie?
Wow. We should be best friends.
Oh,
wow.
Great. Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
So, yeah.
What you got?
Mine is Mystery Men.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that one, but I love that movie. Yeah.
I'm invisible. Can you see me?
Yeah.
That lady with the bowling ball that had her, was it her dad?
Yeah, it was her dad's
dad?
skull.
Skull, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Mystery Man. Yeah.
What's to do with the forks? What was his name?
The blue something. The blue Sphinx? No, not.
That was the guy that farted. That could fart.
What?
Pee Wee Herman.
No,
that was.
Yeah, no, but his name wasn't the blue something.
Oh.
It was like the blue.
It was Pee Wee Herman, right? Did he have a big huge thing on his face or something like that?
Yeah.
And then the British guy, that's what. But he wasn't British. He was doing a fake accent.
Right.
Yeah, Mystery Man was.
Mystery Man. Like, I love that movie.
Every character on there had their own little thing, and like the fork guy lived with his mom still.
Yeah. Oh, what is his name? It's the blue. I
can see his
something.
face.
Yeah.
It's not Blue Lagoon.
No, it's not Blue Lagoon.
What is that? Is that a beer? That's Blue Moon.
That's a movie. Yeah, that's Blue Moon. But Mystery Man, he's like, yeah, because they start shooting at him. He's like, I'm not scared of the Susies. I'm not scared of the Susies.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. He jumps on the hood of the car and he's trying to rip the label off.
Yeah, it was Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
he was
Stiller.
In there. I forgot Ben Stiller.
Mr. Fury.
Yeah.
Or something. Captain Fury, Mr. Fury, I think.
Oh, Zoolander.
I
didn't think about that movie.
I didn't either, but dang. Yeah. Oh. Dang. Yeah. See, we could have had a top 20, man.
Yeah.
They would have been too easy.
They
would have been all
5-hour
They would have been all comedies for sure. Whose turn was it? Mine?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. All right. This one is a little bit darker. This is a little bit darker movie. All right. This movie's not for the faint of heart, but at the time it was just such a cool movie because it was dark. George.
Curious George?
No.
Oh.
The way that man lived with those monkeys.
That yellow hat.
The Crow.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Now, was that Bruce Lee's kid?
Yeah, Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Yep. That was his son, Brandon Lee. But yeah, it was just such a good movie. I loved that movie when I was a kid. Probably shouldn't have been watching it, but
Well, I actually saw it too, and I'm not even sure how I saw it. If my parents regulated so tightly. Now, then again, if it was on TV, like my parents even got this thing, like you said, VidAngel, where it would censor out words.
Right.
So if it was on TV and it had words, you can put. You know what level it would censor out.
It might have done that
too.
It
would read off the closed caption.
Right. So that movie was cool. I really enjoyed that, and I know like around that time, I really enjoyed the soundtrack too. So I mean, it was just a bunch of cool like industrial metal music.
Dark.
Yeah, but it was cool because he was like a vigilante and he was getting justice for everything. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, I mean,
that's where the vigilante birth in your mind.
That's where it started.
I'm gonna be like the Crow.
Except they just can't.
Did
regenerate.
He have superpowers?
He could regenerate. Like you could shoot him and everything, and he would just they would like heal up.
How did he get the superpowers? I don't remember the storyline. It's been years. Do you remember?
So basically, like he died,
I knew that part.
You know, he and his girlfriend were like killed.
And then the cats licked him back to health.
No, what?
Oh wait, that's Catwoman. The crows licked him back. Is it the same story?
I don't think the crow licked him back to health. I think the crow just. Get off me, birds! I'm not dead.
Yes, you are.
Quit licking me.
Just lay back.
Weird. This is why I don't come to the park anymore. Bring some breadcrumbs, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Can't stop licking me. So, but how did he come back? Like, what happened?
Well, basically, I guess the crow came back because I think it was like a comic book at first, or like a graphic novel or something like that, if I remember correctly, which I'm probably not. But I guess like the crow came back and brought him back to life so he could seek vengeance. And
so the crow was supposed to represent something, and it gave him superpowers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I guess he was super strong.
Was he strong too?
I think he was strong, not like crazy strong, but he was
superhuman strength.
Yeah, because I mean he wasn't like that when he was alive, but now he is to avenge their deaths and all that. So
what happened? Now, did they make another one?
They made like a part 2. There might have been like.
Was it him in it, or was it somebody else?
No?
Because he died, didn't he?
Yeah, he died in the first one. They didn't finish making the whole movie when he died.
What did he die of? Cocaine?
He got shot. So they had a prop gun, and and they're supposed to use blanks in it. I forget the guy's name or whatever, but
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy. Oh, they didn't switch out the fake bullets for the prop ones, and he ended up like getting shot.
Why would you even have real bullets near it?
They were there for a reason. I think he had real bullets in his car for something because he was going to go shoot or something like that. There was a reason why he had real bullets, but there was like a quick decision and nobody checked it before. Oh, they used real bullets for like close-ups for like a revolver so you could see it in there. But they weren't shooting them. They were just using those bullets for close-ups, I want to say. And so they didn't check it before they shot the scene, and then they shot the scene like how they were supposed to, and he got shot, and he didn't get up, and he got shot with a real bullet and everything. Yeah, get up now, Brandon. All right. Oh boy,
this guy's a good actor.
He's got all that blood on the floor. Wow, he's good.
That would suck. Not even know it's coming. You think?
Yeah, and that was good. That would have been his like breakthrough like role and everything too. That would have been like his movie that would have just that skyrocketed him and to where he would have done good. That because that's the same thing that happened to his dad when Bruce Lee finally like made like his breakthrough movie or whatever. He died before it was released and everything, and he could even benefit from it.
What did he die from?
I can't remember exactly, but basically.
He was shot?
No, he wasn't shot. I think it might have been like an aneurysm, something like that, like a brain aneurysm.
Man.
I think he had been having trouble and everything. From what I read and heard and everything, he kind of knew it felt like he was getting ready to die, but he like never went to the doctor. And when he finally did go to the doctor, well. He was a tough guy, but when he finally did go to the doctor, it was like, it's too late now.
That stinks.
If he had went a little, sooner, like a couple weeks, a month earlier or whatever, then they might have been able to do something for him. But he basically kind of worked himself to death, just always staying busy and never going to get checked out or anything.
It goes to show you, exercise never pays off.
Yep. Let that be a lesson to you.
That's right.
To you fit freaks out there.
Bruce Lee, you've done it again. So my next one. Wait, what was yours?
I said The Crow. That was
The Crow. Yeah.
Mine
is Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yep.
I love that movie too. I love that movie.
I watched that on VHS, going to sleep almost every night, and then Emperor's New Groove as well.
Yeah.
Like I knew every song on there.
Yeah.
When we watched the remake of Aladdin, Tristan was looking at me wondering how I knew all the songs. He thought it was an original. Nah, kid.
Nah. What did you think of the remake?
You never had a friend like me. It was okay. I mean,
you liked it?
It was good. It was good enough to watch twice.
Huh.
Do I think that it was so amazing that I want to share it with the world? I'm sticking with the one on my list. That's the classic, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wasn't too crazy about it.
Yeah, it was good enough, especially when I kind of got to share an original with Tristan, even though it wasn't.
Right.
It was just kind of cool to see his reaction.
That
That was how I imagined myself seeing the original for the first time.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of like
I got you.
what I took away from it.
I got you.
Like,
yeah,
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I like Will Smith. It's not like he did a bad job.
Yeah.
That one dude wasn't dark enough. The main guy.
The main guy?
Yeah.
Jafar?
No.
The guy that played Aladdin?
Yeah. I don't know. It just didn't seem like he was Aladdin.
Huh.
I don't know why.
He was kind of a wimp.
Yeah.
He was kind of like whiny. I don't know.
Well, like one of the Spider-Mans. What's his name? Not the newest ones, the older ones. When they first came out with the movies.
With Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire, yeah. He was always whining.
He did.
He cries a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
He did cry a lot. But he's one of my favorite Spider-Man, though. I haven't seen any of the new ones. Yeah. So I don't know how good Tom Holland is. I'm sure he's probably good.
Yeah.
I
thought the new ones, they were good, but I hate that they are already switching between one movie and the next one, that they switch guys again.
Did they?
Coming Home, I think, was one kid, and then they went to the ones where he was with the Avengers and stuff, and there's another kid.
So how many Spider-Man movies are there?
Well, they restarted all over again. But then again, there's different Spider-Verses, so I guess they can do that as many times as they want.
I guess so.
I mean, they got the one that we were watching earlier with the
Spider-Verse,
the little black kid, which I guess the other Spider-Man got old, or what was the...
Well, it's just he's from a different universe.
Oh, okay. So
kind of like Gwen Stacy, she turned into Spider-Man in like her universe.
Oh, really?
The universe that she had and stuff. So there's like a bunch of different like Spider-Man or whatever. It's just
why is it only Spider-Man?
Well, that's
DC's the one that has all the different universes, multiverse.
Well, I'm pretty sure Marvel
Flash
has it too, right? Surely they got like a different universe too.
I guess if it's a different Spider-Verse.
Because if you think about it, the X-Men, that's Marvel too.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a different universe somehow. Because you see Deadpool, which is you see him with like the X-Men and everything.
Do I?
Yeah. Like in the Deadpool movies, like he they got he's got some scenes with like X-Men and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because you think they would cross paths at some point.
I guess so.
But it's a big world.
Yeah, it's a big world, but I don't know. I guess it's just like the universe thing.
In the last Flash, they had, like, they'll do crossovers, and apparently Green Arrow, Superwoman, Superman was all in different universes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they finished the last season where all of the universes were getting devoured by antimatter, and they had to save it, they had to collide all the universes.
Spoiler alert,
to one.
By the way.
Oh, it was last season. They should have already watched it.
You should have already watched it.
Yeah,
by
if they
now.
watched it,
You've been in a coma. Oh, well, sucks for you.
Sorry. And they collided them all. So now you have Black Lightning, which is a black guy. He was a teacher, but all of his family died or something. So I don't know if all the smashing of it together, the people that were dead came back to life, or I don't know. They kind of stopped. That seemed like in the middle of the season.
Huh.
And it's just, that's it. Flash's wife is trapped in some mirror world.
Oh.
And they just left it there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that
wasn't a conclusion.
So they're making another one, or is that like the...
That's a TV show. So
okay.
yeah, it's a season.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just stopped. But then like all of the people from Green Arrow's universe, Black Lightning's universe, other... however many, there's so many multiverses, Earth 93, Earth 4, they collided all together, which means that now they have new bad guys too that coming from other, and people are, this person it has this superpower over here that this person had over here, and it's kind of,
I see.
But they haven't really went in depth into it because they kind of quit in the middle of the season, which is kind of weird.
Right.
Unless Corona hit. But they should do it a year in advance.
I don't know how they do it. Yeah, I guess they do. Like, whenever one season's released, that's when they're...
starting on the next one.
Yeah, that's whenever they're recording everything for the next season.
But my question is, how do they stay current?
I don't know.
On what stuff? Like, they'll be lined up with stuff that's coming out.
I don't know. Maybe they film it like a month ahead or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly how they do it. Because you have to think, though, too, because if they... I don't know.
Because it could get, like, if they say some current things...
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
How do they know?
Right.
Unless they're a part of a pipeline we don't know about. where things are really planned out.
Illuminati. It's a conspiracy, bro. I'm telling you. The catfish are eating all of the turtles.
Corona ain't getting me.
Catfish created Corona. Catfish, Corona. You see the similarity? They both start with C's.
Yeah.
And I once saw 19 catfish in a boat.
It's like the number 23.
It's like number 23.
Have you seen that movie?
Except
That was actually
19.
a pretty cool movie too. That was Jim Carrey's one of the more serious ones.
Yeah.
Like Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell.
Right. But there was like no funny in the number 23.
No, the guy was going nuts.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
All right. Three Ninjas.
I was going to put that.
Were you?
I went between Three Ninjas and Karate Kid.
Oh, okay. I love Three Ninjas though, man. You got those three: Rocky,
You got those ninjas and there's
Bobo, and Timmy Tam.
Are you making that up? You're making that up. I couldn't remember anything about the movie except I thought it was cool because I was a kid, they were a kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they
Tum
could be a
Tum.
ninja too.
That's what one of them
Yeah.
was. I said Tim Tam. Tum Tum.
Timmy Tam.
Timmy Tam.
Timmy Tam.
Tum Tum. You got Rocky and then Colt.
Colt, that's it, yeah.
That's it, yeah. I always thought they were so freaking cool, man. That was just ninja vanish.
Yeah, they were. I like watching them. I thought it was
Yep.
cool. They got the mask and everything.
Yeah.
And wasn't it somebody broke into their? How did they fight people? They ended up.
Well, they had the two guys that broke into their house.
What did they break in for? Do you remember?
They were going to kidnap them. They were going to kidnap them or kill them, one of the two. But they was like, "Come here, little dudes. We don't want to hurt you."
It was Bill and Ted that broke in.
We just want to kidnap you.
Everything will be okay, man.
But yeah, they were pretty cool. To me, they were pretty cool guys, like their long hair. There's
The dumbest people they could have sent on the mission to get little kids.
right. And that's how it always happens. They just find like idiots that are expendable, I suppose.
But also, Surf Ninjas almost made it on my list.
Who's Surf Ninjas?
Did it make it on yours?
No, but that's the bomb though.
They got on my nerves with the dude. But it was also cool at the same time. It was like all the time.
Pretty cool. That was like when Rob Schneider was real young, and everything, and he was in that movie.
Was he in it?
Yeah, he was like one of their best friends.
Okay.
Or their best friend. The one friend, I don't
It's
know
been
if he
a
was their
long
best
time.
friend, but he was there and he never went away. He's like,
Whether they like it or not, he was their best friend.
Yeah, he was there. He was in there and he was making breakfast in the morning. Like his dad was like got like a batter or something like that. He's like, "You don't want chives? I'm gonna put chives." He's like making omelets or whatever. He thinks he has like this superpower where like whatever he says like happens. He's like, "Oh, I've got these superpowers. Like, what if I lose these superpowers?" And he's like, "Oh, I just had these powers, and now I lost them. I had them, and then I lost them." Because everything like
He was probably really young then.
yeah, he was. He was really young for sure, but it was a good movie. They're like, oh,
I'm trying to think of detail. I remember the long. I mean, they probably all had long hair. I don't.
well,
remember.
Ernie, the oldest brother.
Yeah.
That's his name in real life. Ernie Reyes, is what he was. But he was one of the Ninja Turtles in part 2. Either part
really?
2 or part 1. Yeah, he was like one of the guys like in the suit, but he was also like in part 2 as well as like as Kino, like one of the.
Oh, that's cool.
One of their guys.
So did he play
friends.
a turtle too in the second one?
I think he might have just been like in the first one. I think he was just in the first one. He played like in a turtle suit in the first one.
It'd be cool if you played that kind of role and they let you keep the suit after.
That would be pretty cool. Hey, speaking of which, we're going back to Ninja Turtles. So my nephew,
We never leave Ninja Turtles.
Never. Ninja Turtles is relevant to everything in life. Ninja Turtles is life. I got a couple things, dude.
Do you have a tattoo?
No, I don't. But I was telling Kelly, I was like, look, I'm being serious about this. Now, just hear me out. Because I was like, what if I got a sleeve? She was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I was like, what if my sleeve was Ninja Turtle themed? Like the whole sleeve. She's like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool if it was done right. I was like, all right, that's permission right there.
Yeah, it was.
That's all I needed. Now I've just been like, yeah.
You better find a good artist.
Yeah, just do like this whole sleeve is going to be like a whole Ninja Turtle theme.
There'd be some way where you can get the good guys from Ninja Turtles and the bad guys.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Be like, movie.
And have his claw shredder come on their fingers. That might be a little extreme, but I'm saying that.
But hey, you know, whatever.
Yeah, all the bad guys they fought in all the movies.
Yeah.
And all the good guys. Have
that'd be pretty cool.
What's his name? The hockey guy? I can never remember.
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones,
yeah, that'd be cool. Another thing, my nephew Chris, he like moves people's houses. He was moving this one guy's house, and the guy was like, asked him if he wanted like these old Ninja Turtle posters, old Ninja Turtle posters from like back in the day, like when the movie like first.
Oh,
came
so like
out.
original.
Yeah, so he was like, I guess he's either my age or probably like he's in his 30s, so around the same age. But he's had those posters ever since he was like a kid and everything too. And he was just like, "You want them?" Because I guess he's moving and he's just, I guess, getting rid of stuff. Yeah. And then he was like,
posters take up a lot of room.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah. And so Chris ended up like giving them to me, and they're like in a frame, and they're like
really?
like a glass frame and everything like that. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out find out like when some like Turtle Comic Con or they're in great condition.
Really?
Yeah. So I want to get them like signed and stuff, but I think they'd be worth more if they were signed. No.
By who though?
The people that played Ninja Turtles. I got to it's the first one from the 90s.
Would you make them sign their Ninja Turtle name or their real name?
Their real name. Their real name.
You had to think about
People
it.
will be like, Leonardo. They don't even make any sense.
That's his name.
You could have done that yourself.
I didn't. That's his handwriting.
So,
have you never seen a turtle handwriting before?
So, but they had people in the costume, and then they had people do the voices. So I guess I've got to get 2 sets of autographs.
Ooh, that's true.
Assuming
both would be there, right?
Right. That's the thing.
But would they be there for older stuff like that?
Maybe. I think this year would have been a good year to try and get it done, because this year is like the 30th anniversary of the movie coming out.
Ooh.
But now with like coronavirus and everything, they're probably not going to have
wants to celebrate this
big
year.
get-togethers and all that. So
just
probably not.
Call him up, ask him for a special VIP.
I should. I got to get a hold of Corey Feldman.
Who's that?
He's an actor. He's an old child actor. He was in Lost Boys.
Really?
Yep.
What did he play?
He was in the comic book store. The kid in the comic book store.
Okay.
I told him all about like vampires and everything.
Yeah. But why do you want his though? Because of that movie?
He did the voice of Donatello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't realize. I don't know all that detail.
Yeah. He was the voice of Donatello.
I'm not obsessed.
I might be a little.
My next one is Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
I like Tim Allen.
I saw that one like a couple of times. I didn't watch it a whole lot. I think I only watched it like maybe 2 or 3 times. But it was funny.
It? Yeah, I thought
it was funny though.
Oh, we want you to come save our planet. Oh. I just thought it was hilarious. And also, Rainn Wilson is one of the...
He is. Yeah. He really, yeah.
And I didn't realize that until after I became a fan of The Office and then went back and watched it again. I'm like...
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, I didn't realize that too until after.
And that's why he acts that way. He's alien.
Yes, that's true.
That's like Tim Allen. I fell in love with Tim Allen growing up as a kid and watching him in Home Improvement. Like that was a big part of my growing up.
Yeah.
Which if we were doing
TV
shows, that would be one of my top.
One of them.
He's doing what's the one now? Man something. His new TV show.
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. Yeah.
Is that still going?
I don't know if it's still going, but I've seen a few episodes of it.
I know he got like a lot of heat or whatever just because he had more conservative views and everything like that.
See, why?
So
that doesn't make any sense. That shows you who controls what, who's trying to control stuff. It aggravates me.
I know.
How have we gotten to a place where these people with all these crazy ideas and just selfishness control stuff?
It's like, look, I don't mind if you're different as long as you're the same different that I am.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then that doesn't make me different.
Let's celebrate our differences together because we're all the same.
Yeah. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you should be able to come together with, like, different ideas and be like...
Keep going left until you fall off a flat earth. Jerk. They believe that too, right?
Daggum flat earthers.
Flat earthers.
That needs to be like one of our next like thing. Like, what are some like crazy theories out there that people believe that just like annoy us to death? That's one of them.
Coronavirus.
I'm gonna let you know. This fake coronavirus, it's not even real.
The breath of God.
It's the breath of God. Golly.
I put that on a little splice at the beginning as like a teaser, and I'd play it, and Tristan would be like, "That's my favorite part." He liked it.
Oh, man.
So what's your next one?
All right. I skipped one. I know that. I guess I got ahead.
Groundhog Day.
Oh, that is a good one.
I just thought of
I
that
love
one.
that. I love that movie too.
Bill Murray's amazing.
Bill Murray's a good one in that one.
Even on
Zombieland.
Yeah. Where he's acting like he's a zombie.
He gets shot.
Oh, man. So good.
Okay. I'm going to go with Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
I'm going to go with the whole trilogy.
I just wish it wasn't so drawn out.
It
And
is drawn
Frodo, he whines.
He
He's
is
like
a
the first
crybaby.
Spider-Man.
He is a crybaby.
I'm like, dude, what is your problem?
He is I just can't do it, Sam. Shut up!
Do it, Captain.
I can't do it, Captain. I can't do it, Sam.
I can't do it.
Go get Gandalf. There goes all of our accents.
Speaking of which, I think it's Bethel Church over in California. I don't remember what they were doing.
Oh boy.
But not all of the, some like 5 of the leaders, they had a staff.
Okay.
And they all together said something like, "You shall not pass," or something like that.
Yeah.
They were
they
trying
being
to,
for real?
yeah.
Okay.
They were trying to declare it, and people were like, "So you go to Gandalf to get like what is this?" It was very, very weird and out there. I'd never seen anything like that ever. And this one of the ladies talking, she was just like, "Come on, let's do it all together. 1, 2," and it was, I don't remember what it was, but it was just, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, why?
Theatrics.
Yeah.
Theatrics.
And people were making fun of it big time.
I would have too. I would have been like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If I was into Bethel at all, then I would have just been like, oh, y'all are making us look stupid.
Yeah. I like their worship, but I've never really heard any of the preaching of the pastor, so I don't know if it's I don't know what they really believe. But
I think it depends, because I know that they have like sister churches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
are they out there?
Some of their stuff, yeah. But then you have people that are like, no, that's not even like what the church is about. So it's like, but then you have people that like went to the church or they claim that they were at the church and everything. Like, no, this is what they are into. So I don't know what y'all are talking about. But I know that they have a friend of mine. I think he actually like went to their church when he was in California there for a while and stuff. And so they, well, from what he told me, when they have like their own like college thing that they have,
Like a college night?
It's just like, it's like a Bethel college, pretty much.
Oh, okay,
like
like a Bible
kinda,
seminary type.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. But they teach you like a lot of different stuff, and you have to read like all these books and everything. I don't know, it's real weird.
Like, real weird to study.
Well, I know.
Learn books.
Yeah, I don't know why these people
Stupid
read
reading.
Dumb. Like, I don't even read the Bible. That's
Those
how
are
against
of the
reading
world.
I am.
We don't read books.
Books are for nerds, and I ain't one.
I ain't raising up no nerds.
Swallow a piece of ice. Good thing it melts. It only choked me temporarily.
Should have been talking about the church.
Now, obviously, I can't say for sure because I've never been there. I've just got to go off of what other people have told me.
Yeah.
Everything.
What was it that was weird, though?
Well, they have kind of wake the dead things. Like, they'll go out and pray for people. And that's not weird. That's not weird at all. But,
I don't get that.
But they're basically, it's like everybody has like the gift of healing and everything like that. And that just doesn't make sense because that's not scriptural at all, because not everybody has that.
So they're saying everyone can obtain it, like it's some sort of like you
right.
pray hard enough and all of a sudden you can heal people?
Almost kind of like there's you get like certain levels of like Christianity. Gotcha. And
well, then the Gandalf thing makes sense.
Yeah. And some of the stuff is like kind of new agey ish as far and with like healing sounds and stuff like that, like trying to, it's just, I don't know,
Healing sounds.
Yeah.
Sound like that?
Basically. I don't know.
Are you getting healed?
I'm
not making fun. I'm just trying to figure out the sound.
But there's one podcast I listen to, the Cultish Show. It's from some of the guys from like Apologia Studios. They did a thing like over like Bethel Church, and it's been a while since I've listened to it, so I can't quote everything or remember everything right off the top of my head.
So we'll just bring it up so you have no clue what we're talking about.
Yeah, but if you want to check it out, it's the Cultish on. Yeah,
another
Cultish.
rec.
Yeah.
Recommendation.
Yeah, and right now they're kind of going through like Charles Manson and his mindset and everything like that. They're Christian based, and so they try and break like different cults and everything, see how that would like line up with Scripture and God's word, and how we should view it from that standpoint rather than like a worldly view.
That's pretty cool.
So,
and that's like today they still have that podcast.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Cool.
They still do that.
My last one, Home Alone.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That kid was brave.
He was brave to take on those
and
criminals.
Like, how smart can you be to rig up all that stuff?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, perfect. They were copying Home Alone kid.
You know what?
Macaulay Culkin did it first.
Macaulay Culkin did it first. Dude, perfect. Dude, Steelers.
Yeah.
Dude, thieves. How about that? Dude, thieves. Dude, perfect thieves.
That was my number 10 because...
Yeah, I love that movie.
For one, it was a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I always got to watch it around Christmas time.
I introduced Tristan to it, and he would not stop laughing. He thought it was so hilarious. The guy caught his head on fire, and he gets in the window. He's stepping on all the little glass ornaments and stuff, and he's like, ah! He's like cringing and stuff. And then I think we watched the second. Was that the one where he's in New York?
Oh, yeah. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Lost in New York.
Yep.
He thought that was hilarious.
Yep.
I don't remember the third one. What's the
third one? Was just like
it was a different kid, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was basically almost like a remake. It was just like another kid at home and criminals trying to break in and stuff.
No.
So I didn't watch that one.
That's like with...
no, I lied. I did watch that one, but I didn't like it.
It's like with Iron Man when they changed. Now I understand things happen with actors and contracts and all that stuff, but they changed his sidekick.
Oh,
the black dude changed, and it wasn't the same guy. Now I like the new guy, Don Cheadle. I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
It just I hate when they change people like they've changed the Hulk.
Right. Yeah.
It irritates me.
Finally, at least through the Avengers, they kept Ruffalo the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it does happen. I think with like the actors and everything, I think maybe he wanted more. He wanted to get paid more.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
But they didn't.
That's what Don Cheadle told
me. Is that what he told you?
Yeah.
Lucky.
He's like, hey man, I got this new role. Just want to let you know, man. I'm not trying. I know you hate people changing, but I'm
about to change it all.
I'm about to do this the way it should have been done in the first place.
I auditioned for the first one. They didn't pick me, but now guess who? Back then they didn't want me.
Now I'm
hot.
They all on me. Oh, come on, somebody! What, Jesus?
Did you ever see that episode of Family Guy where it's like Home Alone with competent robbers?
And
so they're like coming to the house, like the two Harry and they're supposed to be the two robbers, and then you see like Macaulay Culkin at the top of the stairs. It's like, you guys better not come up here. I got a spider, and they're like, they just shoot him with a gun. Like, well,
easy.
I guess now we don't have any more witnesses.
But there's a spider.
But they're like, oh, hey, watch those toy cars. Don't step on those.
Well, that's
like, well, that was weird that doorknob was hot. It's a good thing I touched it and immediately let it go instead of holding on to it.
That doesn't normally happen. Usually when you touch hot stuff, you clench.
Yeah. But yeah, Home Alone, that's a good one. I really like that movie.
Yeah, the first and second one was really good. And it was pretty much all around clean where you can actually watch it. That's what I like. Yeah. I like movies that you can, some of these on my list didn't make the cut on that, but where you can actually watch them with your kid.
Yeah.
And it's safe to watch and you can actually laugh and have a good time together and not have to worry about junk.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I found a plot hole in Home Alone because I saw something that said, well, why didn't they just call the house? Why didn't they just call Kevin to make sure, when they found out that, oh, he's home alone, let us just give him a call. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Why didn't they just call him?
Didn't they cut something?
No, yeah, like when that tree fell down on like the power lines and all the power and everything went out. If you notice, there's a scene where the power line people were talking to the family or talking to somebody and like, yeah, and the phones are down and they'll probably be down for like a while or something like that. So I was like, so that's why they didn't call.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense now. Got it.
There is a show called Person of Interest. It has Jim Caviezel in it.
Yeah, I've been wanting
My wife's been watching it. She likes it. Yeah, I've watched it before, and I like it.
Okay.
I
saw that.
Very interesting. Worth watching.
Okay.
Language is not too bad on it. Sometimes they like to
throw a word around.
Yeah, dirty word. And the brother, Buzz, from Home Alone, is in one of the episodes we just watched. And I was like, that's the guy. And she was like, who's that? I said, that's the brother from Home Alone. And he's big.
He's bigger?
But, yeah.
Buzz, I'm going through all your stuff. You better come down and pound me. Buzz, your girlfriend. Oh, what's funny about that is that's actually a boy.
What?
The Buzz's girlfriend. That's a picture of a boy. Now, it's like the director's son or somebody's friend or something like that, but they dressed him up as a girl for that just because they thought it would be funny to put it in there.
Really?
Yeah, so it would be like,
poor kid.
So it's like, Buzz, your girlfriend. It's actually like a boy.
That poor thing. Let us know what your favorite movie is from back in the day.
Yeah.
At least in the 90s. If you're not that old, you could do 2000s. That's 90s. Fine.
I like 2000s too. Yeah, there was some 2000s movies.
Yeah.
I could have added on there, but I guess these had, more sentimental value to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like movies have gotten worse instead of better.
Well, if you look at it, there's not a lot of like original movies out there. It's a lot of not necessarily remakes, but the plot lines are the same. It's kind of like, oh, well, this is just like this movie, except it's different actors, and you just have it's like the same story, but just told in a different way.
That's why I quit watching this show called Once Upon a Time. There's a blonde girl. Is she blonde in this show? She might not be, but she's from that hit show House with the doctor.
Okay.
She's the main person on this, and we watched it for a while. But after you watch a few seasons of it, it's the same thing with the same woman turning good, and then she turns bad again, and it's like, what is wrong with y'all? You're doing the same plot line over and over and over again, and I just got so tired of it because it was exactly the same story every single season.
Right.
It's just annoying, but yeah, they're getting lazy.
Yep.
And some movies are,
and then you got remakes and everything, and now Disney's like, oh, let's just remake all of our old like cartoons and everything. And I guess some people like that, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but we've already seen this.
Are you really out of that? Like, there's no more ideas out there?
You could figure something out.
I mean, I know there's people living in their mom's basement right now that has great storylines.
I'm sure that,
I mean, people get deep with all that fandom stuff where they write stuff
they
for
got that
people.
Fan fiction and everything.
They can do it.
There's some good writers out there.
Pay them money. Who cares if they're known or not? Get an idea from them. Rip them off. Something.
Buy it from them.
Entertain me.
Yeah.
Something. Dang. Well, let us know what yours is at The Bearded Cactus.
Booyah.
Also, thebeardedcactus.com. You can check out our merch store.
Our sponsors for today. Such great sponsors of ours.
That was the last episode.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Aren't they our sponsors today? Why did they stop sponsoring us? They're not our sponsors anymore?
The Bearded Cactus is always our sponsor. Check out our shirts at the merch store. You can wear our faces. TheBeardedCactus.com.
Boom.
Also, check out our fan page.
Yes.
Now we are also on YouTube, so check us out.
Oh, yeah.
Just search The Bearded Cactus. You'll see our pretty little faces.
Unless they say, nah, y'all can't say that.
Now you said the word Trump.
Yep,
you can't do it.
Can't have you on there.
Shut up, America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.